Right, so basically, you're going to come up. Well, I'll tell you what, no, we'll get Joe to pick names, and then that person come up, pick your number, and that's whatever pick you get.
That's your number choice, that's not what's suited.
No, it's what pick you get.
Right, LEADS4LESS. So I thought of a name back in 2016, and it was sort of, I wanted to make leads cheap for anglers out there, but being quality at the same time. I've always been a perfectionist. I mean, starting from when I started work at sort of 14 as paint and decorator, perfection is what I sort of aim to strive to sort of, do you know what I mean? You've got to have perfection in the work you do. So anyway, LEADS4LESS, I thought let's do a cheap product but keep the quality there. So all our leads produced from raw material to the finished product, in-house, UK, by myself only. We have 1 or 2 other people working for us here and there, helping out when sort of the times are busy. So right, Callum last. Started as a team member.
Yeah.
You're now what, promo?
Yeah, promo member now, yeah. It was a fair few years ago now when I started, but back then I didn't really do a lot of fishing really, did I?
No.
Started off fairly slow, and then must be what, 1.5 years, pushing 2 years ago now, I started, you know, to fishing off the back burners a bit and real got stuck into it.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of the captures you've sent in, especially to us, I mean, dark, scaly fish. I mean, people from here, they can go on the Instagram and see you, you know, with a nice dark mirror.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people shared that because of the state of the fish. I mean, absolutely amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was over the moon with that one. I mean, I was lucky to not get a bucket, to be honest. It was fairly cold that day, but I was so happy, and my mates just didn't care. They were like, just get that rod back out there and hope for another one. But I went home. That was the only fish of the session. Went home grinning like the Cheshire Cat, mate. It was awesome.
So tell us, Bill, what's your favourite lead, mate? What's your favourite lead that we can do?
Mine is actually the flat square inlines.
Flat squares?
Reason being is a few years ago, well, probably about 2 years ago, I was fishing a big pit, and again, sort of blowing my cover here because it's still a secret, but I'll say it anyway.
Yep.
I was fishing like behind 2 islands basically, and I was fishing right under this bush. And it was only a short cast, as I say, probably like 8 wraps, but I was finding with the bigger, chunkier inline leads in the bags, I don't know, they just weren't getting under there properly, if that makes any sense. Whereas I found with the flat squares, I could sort of balance the bag out so it literally would basically like skim on the top.
Yeah, no,
and just go straight onto a tree. I know it sounds weird, but it sort of like darts in a different way. And yeah, mate, I had them, up to an ounce under 40 pound, I think it was in the end. Literally just snag fishing, straight braid as well, like, you know, pretty savage stuff, but held strong at the end.
What's
of
the
day.
bottom like there? Silt?
Well, that's where the muddy brown come from, weren't it? Because
Yeah.
it was it's like a silty, like dirty brown colour. And as I say, after conversation with yourself, we sort of put a colour together which sort of matched the lake bed.
Yep, that's
and,
it.
As I say, it's pretty even now. I'm not even fishing that water anymore, but I still use that colour religiously because I just think it matches silt, it matches weed, and it matches that bottom absolutely perfect.
I mean, we should have really called it Billy Brown, not Camo Brown, shouldn't we,
Probably
really?
better, wouldn't
Billy
it?
Brown would have been the
Yeah.
sort of, but yeah, so that Billy Brown now is really popular for all
Yeah.
the Lee Valley boys as it goes.
Yeah.
They all use that Billy Brown, Camo Brown in other words.
Yeah, the matte. I use it in the matte. Some of the boys like it in the gloss. But yeah, mate.
I don't think you beat the mat, like,
No,
especially
exactly
these
that.
waters. Do you know what I mean? They're all clear. Why
Yeah.
do you want that glare from the sun?
Oh, and that's it, and especially that sort of colour as well. It just blends in everywhere.
Of course, yeah.
So you can get away with it no matter really what. Even like here, for example, we're fishing on gravel. I'm still using it.
That's cool.
Just because, like, you can see in the edge, like, it's gravel, but there's still like the brown specks in it, etc.
Yeah, a bit of mud, bit of fleck.
Exactly that, and it just blends in perfectly.